Okay guys, welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. Today I'm just going to do like a couple of short episodes, maybe space them out throughout the day. Little tips and tricks and things that I've learned playing on a server with people. And some things you can use in your world, mostly using like the ME system and like Ender Chest and tanks and stuff like that. But we'll get into more things later. First off, so you know I use this ender pouch here to send stuff back to a chest that's down here. That chest right there. And it's being auto-exported into this other chest that's larger. And that's where all my ores and things go. Well, what if we wanted to reverse that functionality to send useful stuff into a chest so that we can have it in our hand all the time? So one of the things I had the idea to do, and this is more or less for server play, you can use it in a single player setting if you'd like, but one use for that would be sending food to yourself wherever you are. So you can't like open the bag and say, hey, send me food, and it'll send you something. But you can set it up to always stock that chest with food automatically, and then you always have a little food bag with you. So how do we tie this into our ME system, or AE, whatever you want to call it? Well, here's kind of the way I did it on the server. I made more or less a community food chest is what I call it. So anybody that has food that they don't need, they can put in there. And the ME system slash AE system, I'm just going to call it the computer. We'll just get that out of the way. So the computer system, whatever, anytime somebody puts food in there of certain types, it also gets put into that chest. So if anybody drops off food in the system they don't want inside the computer, then it gets sent out to the community storage space. So here's how we're going to do it. First off, we're going to be using a redstone furnace, and there's this little upgrade for the redstone furnace. Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of something else. This is for solar panels. We need the convection something. Where was it? It's an augment. I guess I made the wrong thing earlier. I made the thing for solar panels. I need this augment trivection chamber. Ah, that's the one. Okay. So that's what we're going to be using, is that trivection chamber. Did I actually create it? No. Okay. So let's craft some stuff up here. I might not have all the parts for this. Let's see, bricks. I do, however, have a lot of basic building block kind of recipes in my system, so it should be able to take care of a lot of this. Okay, that's what we want. This furnace upgrade I'm going to put away. That's for a solar panel to power a vanilla furnace to cook food. Anyway, so the trivection chamber upgrade goes into a redstone furnace, and this allows your redstone furnace to only cook food items, but it uses half as much energy when doing so. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And we're going to put it kind of right over here on the end. All of our other smelting needs that a furnace would provide are going through our ultimate furnace here. I've got a fairly decent list of recipes here. Still have a space left over, but I'll find something to put there later. Anyway, so let's see. Let's get a cable down. I'm going to need a cable here to actually put the unit on top of. And we're going to need a import bus right there. and that uses up a channel. And so I'm like not even close to using up all my channels here. Well, 6 of 8 on that one. I can always exchange this. 7 of 32 there. You'll notice from last episode that I fixed all this wiring. I just moved all the units up 1 square vertically to allow these wires to be where I can, keep an eye on them, and there's not like a big giant gap in the floor. That's all I had to do is move everything up. Also, I'm keeping the dense cables adjacent to the controllers, and making my way out from the controllers as I need to add more channels to these other wires whenever they get a little overloaded. But like this one here, I won't be able to turn into a dense cable because you cannot hook one of these export, import, or interfaces to the side of one of them because they take up a whole block. They're fairly large. So I'll have to settle with this one here, and the smart cables will all reroute information to use the channels correctly, so that nothing gets overloaded if possible. Anyway, so back to our project here. We're going to go ahead and put our redstone furnace right there. All of our, let's just turn off all of the sides here so it's not connecting to anything. And we're going to have the power coming in from the back. Oh, come on. Just like the rest of our units here. You don't really have to set that to insert or extract on the power lines. It pretty much knows what to do just by clicking that on there, but I like to have it all set up and ready to go just in case. Oh, also, I took the Tesseract that was here, since we have one like literally 3 blocks away, and just took this one little plank out, and we're running the power line off the Tesseract down the back of the integration stuff here, the energy cell and the acceptor, straight down, powering the controller directly through that as well, in case these have a failure of some kind. They probably never will though. And basically just running the power line down and to the back of these machines. Anyway, so we have our power, we have our export, so, well, export from the furnace, importing to the system, so we have an import bus here. Now we need to send things into the furnace. So the interface will send stuff from the system into a machine whenever requested to do so by a crafting terminal. But what we want to do is tell it anytime there's a certain item in our system to automatically push it through into this furnace and have it processed, right? Well, how are we going to do that? Well, we have these export buses, right? Let's just throw an export bus on there. I'm going to need another cable, of course. Always not quite entirely prepared. Let's grab a smart cable. And this is going to go, I'll click it right there. Check on our channels. We're up to 5 of 8. Yeah, we're totally fine. So the export bus has a little tiny filter in it right here of 1 item. But I'm going to want it to send in more than 1 item. But just for testing's sake, we're going to use 1 item. Alright, so it's got power, it has an input on the top, so let's go ahead and tell it import from the top. The export from the furnace into the system is on the bottom, so let's set that up. We don't want it to do anything with a redstone signal. We can actually take that out. I've been doing that to pretty much all of my machinery, taking the redstone integration circuit thing out. And we want it to use the Trivection chamber upgrade. Alright, so we're all set up there. Alright, so for testing's sake, I've been getting a lot of raw chicken from the mob farm. Let's see, do I have a box for it down here somewhere? I guess I don't. I thought I did. They should end up here then. Yeah, they do. So I've got a stack plus a little bit. Let's just take 10. There may be more already in the system, but we're going to take this export bus here and just give it one of these chickens. That will tell it anytime there's a chicken in the system to send it through this port into whatever it's connected to. Yeah, so it's automatically getting the raw chickens. There they go. And the import bus on the bottom should be pulling them out automatically. It looks like it's not, actually. Okay, now is it going to do it? Now it's doing it. Fairly slowly, though. I can always upgrade the speed of this with acceleration cards in these slots here. I could probably do that to most of these, because I haven't done so yet, except for on this one. Because the ultimate furnace is so fast, you have to get things out of it pretty quickly, or it'll start backing up. Alright, so let's go ahead and expand our filter to use more than one item. So we have these capacity cards. You can put one of those in there. The first one adds the slots on the sides, and you can tell it to like what order do you want the items to put in there. Scheduling means it will take the first item that it comes across, and it will try to pull all of that item from the system through this bus until it runs out of those items, and then pick a different one. You can switch to round robin. It'll do kind of one of each in a kind of a sequence, or random, which will just pick them at random and start sending them through. So we want, let's go with schedule. Export first item in the network until empty, then try next ones. So it'll do all of the raw chicken, assuming that's the first one it picks. And then the second one we want to do, actually, let's just look in our system and see what kind of random raw foods we have in here. Just say raw. We've got mutton, beef. There's probably pork chops laying around somewhere. Let's check our kitchen area. That's where all my food's supposed to go. I'm rarely over here. We've got cooked, plenty of cooked stuff. Another 2 stacks of raw chickens. Let's take one of those out. Some more mutton. I'm not really worried about it being over here. Maybe we want to tell it to do potatoes as well. Yeah, let's grab a stack of potatoes. I've got a ton of those. And what else? I guess we don't have any raw pork chops anywhere. I already cooked them all. So let's take a couple of those just so we have them in the system in our food box. And if I ever find any raw ones, then I'll add them to the filter. So let's come back down here. I'm actually not sure if the mutton is going to work, so let's put that one in first. Yeah, it'll accept mutton. It doesn't rule it out, because this says can only cook food. And it looks like every one is cooking into 2. It says increases food output, so we're actually doubling our food output here. So very useful if you're playing on a large community style server. You can double all of your raw foods. Neat. Alright, let's go ahead and add the rest here. Beef, potatoes, and we don't have pork chops, so I'll wait for later until I find one of those. Drop this stuff in. So that'll be working for a while. Let's make a couple of acceleration upgrades. We're waiting on the third one. Something get hung up somewhere? What's going on there? I did say 3, right? Oh, I think I know what happens here. Okay. I think those calculation recipes I put back in the wrong spots earlier. One should be... Let's see, where are they? Yeah, here. Why are you not being exported from that furnace? Am I using too much stuff here? No. Why is it just sitting in there like that? That's odd. It should take it out. Okay, whatever. Let's put it in the system manually, since it's waiting for it. In you go. And it went ahead and finished off the third one now that it got it. That was odd. Why is the furnace just turn off like that? It made two and then got hung up on the third one. Anyway, whatever. Let's have this put things in here faster. So I'm going to put... let's do one there and two down here, since it's making double. What is going on here? It's not wanting to pull things back into the system. I don't know. That is odd. Our drives aren't full. I've still got like an entire 64K it's not even touched yet. So it's not that. And we've got stuff just sitting in here. Yeah, the import bus should just pull things in no matter what. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, I'll troubleshoot that later and maybe let you guys know. But anyway, so after we have our automated cooking in the system set up, we want to send it out to a public inventory space, right? So I'm going to put this... Where do I want this? Let's say... Well, just for convenience sake for the moment, let's put it right there. And we're going to do this the color code that I'm using on our server. Food chest is red, white, red. Let's put an export bus on it, like so. And then we need to add our capacity to this filter. Oh, wait a minute. Well, now it took it. I don't know what was going on there. I was thinking maybe the export bus was on backwards or upside down or something. But no, the blue dot goes toward the cable, so it's not like it's backwards. Whatever. Anyway, so let's grab our cooked food from here. Chicken, mutton, pork chop, and the baked potato is the 4 that we have in there for now. What else do we have in here? Anything that's cooked and edible. It's pretty much all of our food right there. But anyway, you can filter this to anything you want to, and you can use this for any type of project as well. If you have a project that you're using a lot of cobblestone for and you don't want your inventory full all the time, just tell your ME system to export cobblestone to a chest, like an ender chest, carry yourself a little pouch around, and access the chest from wherever you are, and you don't have to worry about your inventory getting cluttered, at least not as much. Alright, so let's go ahead and tell this export bus we want to put chicken, mutton, pork chops, and potatoes in this chest at all times. It should start exporting. Let's I guess let's get a couple more speed upgrades on there just for a second. Let's do 2. Are these going to craft correctly? First one went through. As soon as I look away from it, it'll do the second one. Yeah, let's see if it's getting hung up somewhere. Seems like it's stuck somewhere. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. That is odd. Things are getting stuck in there. Anyway, we put it into the system manually, and it should finish off. Yeah, there it went. It finished off the second one. It has never done that before. I don't know what I might have messed up something with our furnace here. Or it's fighting with that one to try to cook it over there too, but it shouldn't because we have it filtered here. Huh. Anyway, let's go ahead and put some speed on these. Round robin should pick a little bit of everything. This is working a lot smoother in the server than it is here. I don't know if I'm getting some kind of like item lag or what, but believe it or not, this is supposed to work. I have the exact same setup on the server. Anyway, but after you have your chest set up, you can just leave it in a public area for people to use. Put a sign on it, let them know, hey, this is the food chest, or this is potions, or this is cobblestone, you know, whatever you have it set to. And you can shift right click with these pouches to set it to that. Then wherever you are, if you need food or whatever material, you just open it up and grab it out. And you have it whenever you want it. Anyway, I'm going to try to troubleshoot this for a minute. I don't know what's going on. I'm not overloading any systems anywhere. Everything is online. I'll try to figure this out and get back to you guys, but until next episode, leave me some comments, suggestions. Let me know what you want to see. If you have any challenges for my world, I think a few people have been posting challenges, you know, like small stuff here and there. But until next time, you guys have fun, and I will see you later. Have a good day.